Suge Knight's past seems to be coming back to haunt him. He may have wished to stay out of the headlines after his harsh sentence of 28 years behind bars, but there's no escaping the spotlight when you've spent your life running with thugs. And trust me, the reason behind his name popping up will make your jaw drop. A lot has been going on lately concerning the death of Tupac, and the dots are finally starting to connect. Keep watching till the end of this video to see Suge Knight reacts to Keefe D being arrested. Trust me, you don't want to miss this.
Before we get into the video, I want to give a quick shout out to the #1 celebrity jeweler, the Ice Champ. The Ice Champ is doing a special deal for the next 24 hours on diamond watches, chains, and more. Follow at The Ice Champ on Instagram now.
Keefe D arrested as murderer in Tupac's death. Tupac's murder investigation has gotten an unexpected break as the Las Vegas police have arrested a suspect in connection with the rapper's 1996 death. According to the Associated Press, Keefe D was arrested on Friday morning, September 29, although it's unclear what charges he is facing. This marks the first ever arrest in the investigation into Pac's murder, which has remained unsolved for 27 years. The development comes a little over 2 months after police raided the home of Keefe D's wife in connection with the homicide investigation. At a Friday news conference, authorities painted Keefe D as the ringleader of a plot to kill Tupac in retaliation after an attack on his nephew. Keefe has long placed himself at the scene of the crime, saying that he was in the front seat of the white Cadillac that came up beside Tupac's car when shots rang out from the back seat, killing Tupac. For 27 years, the family of Tupac Shakur has been waiting for justice, said Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department Sheriff Kevin McMahill at the news conference. The investigation started on the night of September 7, 1996, McMahill said. It's far from over. It has taken countless hours, really decades of work by the men and women of our homicide section to get where we are today. Homicide Lieutenant Jason Johansson said the murder was a retaliatory attack after a conflict between two gangs based in Compton, California. Tupac and Suge Knight, the former CEO of Death Row Records, were affiliated with the Mob Piru gang in Compton, while Keefe D was affiliated with the Southside Compton Crips. Keefe D was the shot caller for this group of individuals that committed this crime. He orchestrated the plan that was carried out to commit this crime, said Jason Johansson. All the other individuals associated with the crime are dead, he added. The deceased parties include Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, the nephew of Keefe D, who was part of the Southside Compton Crips. In a statement to CNN, Anderson had denied his involvement in the murder before his death in a gang-related shooting in 1998. Suge Knight reacts to testifying in murder trial. There can be no discussion of Tupac's murder without bringing up Suge Knight. The story wouldn't feel complete without him. Knight may be called as a witness for the prosecution if a recent search of Keefe D's home turns up sufficient evidence to kickstart a Tupac murder trial. Since Knight was driving the BMW shuttling Tupac away from the Las Vegas hotel on the night of his murder, the former Death Row Records head honcho could be a key witness in the case for the prosecution. Suge Knight, who previously refused to cooperate with authorities regarding Tupac's murder, may be compelled to testify by subpoena if the case goes to trial. In a recent interview with TMZ, Suge Knight was asked if he would testify against Keefe. Knight responded, "Whatever the circumstances is, if he didn't have anything involved in anything, I wouldn't wish somebody going to prison on my worst enemy." TMZ then told Suge Knight that according to the DA, Keefe D's nephew was the one that shot Tupac. Suge replied, "There was only 2 people in the car, and Pac not finna tell the story. I ain't finna tell the story, but I'll tell you this. He wasn't the shooter." In an interview clip with The Art of the Dialogue that was published last month, Keefe D struggled to hide his annoyance when he was asked if DeAndre Smith was actually the one who fatally shot Tupac. DeAndre Smith was allegedly one of the 4 men in the white Cadillac that pulled up alongside Tupac and Suge Knight that fateful night. On the night of September 7, 1996, Tupac was in Las Vegas to celebrate his business partner Tracy Danielle Robinson's birthday and to attend the Bruce Sheldon vs. Mike Tyson boxing match with Suge Knight at the MGM Grand. In the lobby where the match was being held, someone in Tupac's group spotted Keefe's nephew, Orlando Baby Lane Anderson. Tupac then headed to his hotel room, changing into fresh clothes, and went with Knight to his death row nightclub 662 in a black BMW 750 IL sedan as part of a larger convoy. At about 11 p.m. on Las Vegas Boulevard, bicycle-mounted police stopped the car for its loud music and lack of a license plate. A few minutes later, at about 11:15 p.m., a white four-door late-model Cadillac sedan pulled up to the passenger side of the BMW. A hand popped out of the window and shots were rapidly fired into the car. Despite his injuries, Knight drove Tupac and himself a mile away from the crime scene to Las Vegas Boulevard and Harmon Avenue. Tupac was taken to the University Medical Center of Southern Nevada, where he was heavily sedated and put on life support. Tupac died of respiratory failure following cardiac arrest due to the removal of his right lung while in the critical care unit on Friday afternoon, September 13, 1996. Bullets found in Keefe D's house. According to the Daily Mirror, Las Vegas police recovered several .40 caliber bullets while executing a search warrant at the Henderson, Nevada residence belonging to Keefe D's wife, Paula Clemens, last week. A Las Vegas police source said the bullets will undergo forensic testing to determine if they have any link to the bullets found in Tupac's body or at the scene of the homicide. Microfibers or residue from the weapon or the bullet could prove to be a link, the source added. There's no information yet on the history of the bullets, how old they are, or their significance, and it will take some time to assess how the bullets play a role in this case. The source said the search warrant was executed because investigators feel they can assemble enough information that could lead to an arrest or indictment in the long unsolved case. Las Vegas police also seized various other items at Keefe D's home during their search, including computers, hard drives, and photos from the 1990s of individuals who might have been connected to the people directly or indirectly involved in the shooting. The evidence will be presented to a Las Vegas grand jury to determine whether an indictment can be brought forward. Additional search warrants may also be executed in the next few weeks. Keefe D faces serious charges. According to The Sun, Keefe D is facing imminent charges, with Las Vegas homicide leading the way in the nearly 27-year-old cold case. Backed by the district attorney, the outlet claims the authorities have built a compelling case against Keefe and are slated to present their findings to a Las Vegas grand jury next month, including witness statements about Tupac's murder and Keefe D's involvement. Keefe has given multiple interviews and penned a self-published memoir, Compton Street Legend, in which he confessed to his role in the shooting of Tupac, claiming he rode in the vehicle and handed his nephew Orlando Anderson the murder weapon before Anderson fired off the fatal shots. Do you think Suge Knight will appear in court? Do you think Keefe D will get out of this situation? Join the conversation and let us know in the comment section below. That's the end of today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more content. Also, don't forget to smash that like button and leave a comment down below. Thanks!